Hello, hello, and you already know that you have found yourself on the Angus the Guru podcast, and I am your host, Angus the Guru. If you are a person that's interested in changing your mind state, shifting your mindset, you want to be happier with where you are, why you are, and how you are, you just want to be, well, then you have found yourself on the best possible podcast you could possibly find yourself on, because all we do here is be. So thank you so very much for being here with me. Today we are being with another person, of course, as always on this season. It is the homie Borse, local Hamilton hip-hop artist. Met him sort of recently, I think only a couple months ago at a show. I think I might have talked to you on Instagram before a couple times, but
I know your family.
Yeah, man. You do, yeah. You know my family, which is kind of strange, but it's kind of sick. Maybe we were meant to cross paths in some kind of way. Who knows? Yeah. Why don't you just tell the people just a little bit about who you are and what you're about?
So I'm Borse. I'm a porn star. I've been in the industry. Okay. I'm a hip hop artist from Hamilton, Ontario. I started making music seriously in 2015, but I started just rhyming back in 2006 on the playground, just being a little shithead. And it's been had on and off relationships with music, but it's been for the most part held as a household name in the city since 2020, and just been kind of pushing it since. I got some albums out on all streaming services. Mental Illness and a Gift, my very first project. I got Tourette's Rage, and I got a couple in the works right now. Some singles and a lot of music videos. Been pumping.
Sick.
Merch.
Sick. I love your music videos.
More shirts out.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Shout out to Josh Tiller. He makes freaking a movie star, man. Oh, my mic is falling.
Oh shit. So when you started writing bars when you were in grade 6, you said, on the playground and shit. Were you doing battle raps in grade 6, making kids cry?
Not battle rap. Well, I would fuck around on the playground sometimes, right? But just stupid shit. You think you are cool, but you're just a fool. Really basic dumb shit. Just because no one else rapped, right? So I felt like I was more superior when rap battling people, but it wasn't really battling; it was just being stupid.
Yeah. So I already know Eminem's your biggest influence, right?
Oh yeah, hands down.
Yeah. Why is that? What is it that you love so much about Eminem exactly?
His attitude, fucking, especially when he first came out, just all the most offensive shit he was saying, just because I really feel like he knows how the world is, with a lot of fake politeness and shit, and he was just giving it. It's when in Scarface, when Tony was say goodnight to the bad guy. You need people like me, And I feel like Eminem was that in the rap game, because as a lot of people wear masks in society, and he's being himself and
for sure
saying whatever, and he's
super
not
inspiring.
Yeah, and a lot of them say think the same shit, but they don't say it. And I don't know. I just love that I don't give a fuck kind of attitude. And there's also a lot of parallels too, with me and him. Being white, in a predominant black genre of music
industry.
Yeah. And coming from a rough neighborhood, getting bullied and shit like that. So a lot of it just resonates, right?
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome.
And he's funny.
I think he's he is funny as fuck. He's funny as fuck. He is super inspiring. His technical ability, he's actually my favorite rapper, to be honest. If I were to say, he actually is, because of his technical ability. I listened to a lot of Eminem growing up too. Yeah. And he is what inspires me to write the way that I write, and try to change up the flows at certain points, and make things he has that ear. He knows exactly where the syllable has to go, how to flip it in this way, and the pronunciation, how to change it, and he's just all over the place. There's so much going on in his writing, you don't even fully realize
what's going on in his mind. You can see it in this, that he's always thinking. His head doesn't shut up.
Yeah, it's a whole ass science for him, for sure.
Oh, yeah. His multi-syllable schemes are fucking out of this world. Am I allowed to swear on your show?
Yeah, you can say anything you want, actually.
All right, dope. His multi-syllable schemes are fucking crazy. He's, when he mentioned how he likes to start a rhyme scheme off, and then within that rhyme scheme, he'll start a whole other rhyme scheme, and then sometimes even another, and then go back to the second rhyme scheme, and then end it off with the first one he started off with. I really studied that, and
Right.
like I'm trying to do that. Like on some records, I've had done that, but like now I've been trying to like start off a
Like
rhyme scheme,
consciously do it more.
then another one, then another one, and then go back to that other one, and then that other one, and maybe back to the third one, and then always ended off with the original. Like it's just when you look deep into it, it's fucking crazy.
I wanted to ask about your writing process. Like, are you the type to usually write your lyrics like beforehand and then like you find a beat and see how it goes, or do you write to the beat, or what's your kind of approach to that?
Oh, I always write to the beat. Like
Yeah.
sometimes an idea will spark up in my head, and I'll just write it down so I don't forget it. But for the most part, I write like strictly to the beat.
Yeah. You just kind of sit there and like you almost like freestyle, and then you just kind of like write it as you kind of freestyle it, and
Yeah,
then
I'll
kind of
like
flow to
mumble
it.
rap a flow, like
Yeah.
but then like when I finally got a flow, then I'll start like writing down the lyrics and shit.
Right. Yeah. I'm kind of the same way. Like for me, I always hear the flow first. I can
Yeah,
hear the beat, and then I just hear like where the flow is, and then it's like, okay, I just gotta like kind of fill in the blanks, fill up the words here.
yeah.
Um, so I've been listening to the couple clips you've been posting lately on Instagram. It sounds like your lyrical content is getting more conscious. It's going in the conscious, high vibrational direction. Is there is there a reason for that? Is that a true assumption for me to make here?
I write based on like what's going on with myself and in my life, right? And like during the past 2 weeks,
Yeah.
last week I like strictly just working out and like meditating, like the whole fucking week. And so like I guess that's where my like wherever my mind is where my pen is at, pretty much. So yeah, like I've kind of noticed a lot of things, right? Like I've had somebody eat at Epiphany's at Bayfront. I was walking and I was thinking like, because this old chef that I used to work with, he was all like zenned out, right? And like he would even talk about like a Zen warrior. And like when you hear the word Zen, like you just think like peace loving and like harmless and shit. But like in reality, it's knowing how to be dangerous, but like suppressing it. Like, sorry, not suppressing it. That's unhealthy.
Right.
Securing it
But like have being able to control it, like having it maintained.
until it needs to come out. Like it's like see your trauma as like a criminal, right? Um, and your reaction is like the criminal's gun. And what does a criminal do
Okay.
when they're like fed up with that life? They don't get rid of their guns. They put them away until they need to come out. And that's like a Zen warrior. It's knowing how to be dangerous, but knowing how to control it. Because like you need to be brave in this world, right? It's a crazy world. It'll eat you up if you're harmless.
For sure. I appreciate all of that you just said. Like it is good to be about peace and all that, but it's like you got to fight for your love still. Like
Yeah,
you are love, but you fight for the love, right?
exactly.
So I understand that,
It's yin and
and
yang,
know how to maintain it. Yeah,
contrast.
yin and yang, exactly. The whole picture, right? You can't just have one side of the equation. You need the contrast for it all to be
Exactly.
whole. Yeah. Um, what does your life look like if you are living it on your terms? Like if you were doing everything in your life the way you want to do it right now, what does it look like?
Peaceful, because you're not caring.
Peaceful.
You
Yeah.
don't give a shit. Like freaking what so and so saying. You're walking down the street and say if you're not like wearing like trendy clothing or something, or your mannerisms are different when you're walking, and like a bunch of people are just looking at you weird, and like you don't care. That's freedom, man.
That is freedom. I agree
Yeah.
100%.
Because like
100%.
it's so easy to be like I don't care what people think, but like it's actually a lot harder not to give a shit. I don't know why. We all feed off each other, right?
We all feed off of each other. We've all been conditioned in this kind of
Yeah.
society. Like it's natural. Like this is natural. It's normal to be judgmental. It's normal to be insecure. It's normal to feel like this because of how we've been living, right? So
Yeah.
it's it's natural in this conditioned society or this conditioned world, but I don't believe it's natural in the sense of like where
How
we
it's
like our sources, right?
yeah.
Like how it's supposed to be. Yeah.
Definitely a
Right.
stigma.
Pardon
Stigma.
me.
It's definitely a
Yeah.
stigma.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a stigma for sure. But like for you personally, like in what would your life like physically look like? Like what would your career be? Like where would you be living? Like
Oh,
what is it for you?
I don't know. I haven't really thought that far. I think just financial freedom, really.
Financial freedom. What does financial freedom look like for you? What does that
Uh,
mean?
Not necessarily being loaded, although that would be nice. Like, I'm not gonna hop on here and like, I don't care about being rich. It'd be beautiful to be rich.
Right.
Mainly just
But like not having to worry about your bills, like you just know
yeah, not having to
it's
work.
paid
Yeah,
for.
work, worry about your bills. Just being able to like make what you love a full time career, whether if you're loaded or not. Because you can make a good living off of music and like still not be super famous.
Yeah,
Um,
100%.
just waking up every day with no stress on your plate, no like, oh, I have to go to work and fucking all the bullshit you got to hear at work, and just none of that. Like no heaviness.
No heaviness. Yeah, like no feeling
Heaviness,
like you're doing something you don't want to do. Pretty
yeah,
much, like just
and
being
heaviness is
satisfied.
a big component in that because freaking I don't like having part time jobs. I really don't. Like, but like you kind of have to make money in this world. You don't have a choice. So it's like when like you're in the same routine every day of going to a job, you don't have a lot of time to take care of yourself really, right? So it's like your brain gets
In
clogged up. You're not thinking properly. You put
in
a lot
what
of
ways do you mean that you don't have time to take care of yourself?
like meditate and work out, and I mean you can, but like I don't know, like me personally, I've given myself a pattern where like I got to break out of. Like I go to work, like whenever I go to work, it's just like I lay in bed until until I got to leave to go to my shift, and then I come
Mm,
home and I'm just too drained to do anything. It's like I don't like that.
right. No, that doesn't sound enjoyable. You ever
No,
try to give yourself like time
no.
in the morning to have some kind of routine? Like having a morning routine is actually like super beneficial. I think you benefit from it, and it seems like at the end of your day, you have more energy too. Like
Yeah, yeah.
the
I've had
first
morning
the first
routines before.
hour,
It's all about
yeah,
maintenance, right?
yeah, yeah. Like I the way that I do it, like I try to give myself the first hour of my day to like kind of get myself straight. So like I try to spend 20 minutes like working out, 20 minutes meditating, and then 20 minutes reading, and that kind of like primes me to be able to kind of like go about my day and like stay centered for the most part and not like let things get to me too much.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know, always useful to just try to implement some kind of something.
Yeah, no, no, it's good. Freaking, I
Sure.
used to get up at 6 in the morning, and I would just sit down on my couch and like collect my thoughts, right? And then I'd go make breakfast. And then I live in the north end, so like I'd go to the bayfront, freaking walk, and take in all the nature and shit. But
I
like,
love it down there.
oh yeah, it's beautiful. But the thing is, like, maintenance wise, I have a hard time maintaining that. So then it's so easy for me to slip back into like waking up and going straight to my phone and just staring out the window or the ceiling.
Yeah. So it's like consistency. That's the hard part, right? But
Yeah, yeah,
consistency is like, it's the most important part too. Like if you
it
can just be
is.
consistent, like,
Because
it's
without it,
crazy the kind of transformation
you're not
that can
gonna
happen.
have it. Pardon?
Yeah. The transformations that come from just being consistent, like, it's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
So is doing music full time, is that like your goal, your end goal here?
Entertainment in general, really.
Entertainment in general. I was gonna say you are funny as fuck, by the way.
Thank you. I
So
appreciate it. Try to be.
do you do you have like plans on doing more like skits and stuff like that? Like I feel
Uh,
like Borse is its whole like brand, right? So like you could definitely do more than just music.
yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, yeah, like I want to do a Mentos commercial, but like sex, like a girl,
Okay.
like you know, at the start of those mental commercials where it's like something bad happens. So like at the beginning, it's like I'm not hitting it right, and like the girl's laying down, she's like all bored and shit, and then I'm feeling discouraged.
Yeah.
I take a mental or like something, and I put it in, and then like I start pounding her, pounding her, pounding her, and fucking I like put her through a wall, and then fucking it's like
Oh shit.
Mentos, the fresh make.
I mean, I
So,
don't know if that would make the air today, but it might.
no,
There
probably
used to be
won't, but
crazy ass commercials on TV, but
it'll be on Adult
things
Swim
have
or
changed.
something.
Something like that for sure. You ever think about doing like stand up at all? Has that ever been an interest of
It's
you?
actually hard as fuck stand up. Like I remember one time on open mic, I went, on James Street, there used to be the Shaolin, and this guy, I forget his name, but he would run open mics. And as I was waiting for like my songs to come on because there's technical difficulties, the mic was still working. So as they're trying to sort that out, I was trying to do stand up to stall, and I got a few laughs, but it's hard to maintain it. Like freaking
Yeah,
stand up
for sure.
comedy, like don't just go on and like say like knock jokes or like so a guy walks into a bar, right?
Right.
You gotta have a conversation with the crowd. You gotta like write out a structure of how you're gonna say your
Yeah.
joke. And it's fucking hard. Like I said one joke and like people were fucking howling, but like after that, they're like it was crickets, and then thankfully like my music came back on.
It's funny.
But I don't
Who's
know.
your favorite comedian?
Oh,
Yeah.
Don Rickles, old school, very old
Okay,
school.
I don't know. I don't know if I know who that is.
Oh, bro, if you check him out, the first thing that will maybe pop in your mind is that if he were to say this shit today,
Right. He'd be
also like Bill
canceled.
Burr and shit too. Uh,
Okay. What about Dave Chappelle? He's like my
oh,
favorite.
hilarious, man. He's
I
hilarious.
love his like so hilarious. Like he has such a unique, I don't know, style to his like comedy. Like he's a storyteller for sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Freaking
So sorry, you go on.
sorry. Did you see his last special?
I haven't seen it yet. Is it on Netflix?
I think so.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen it yet.
He's fucking funny, man.
I
I love how
I
Rotten
used to watch him.
tried to give him like 0, but like the audience like was like all in like the hundreds and shit. That's how
Mm,
and don't just go off anything you read off the internet because even like articles and shit, it could be biased.
yeah, 100%. Most likely is. So you are. I don't know if we can talk about this. I'm sure we can, but like you're starting to host some events or going in that direction. I've realized
Oh, I got
with your
something in mind.
career.
I got something
Yeah.
in mind. It's a little too
You
soon
want
right now, but
too soon? Okay. Okay. All
no
right.
worries. If I can hop back on when the moment's clearer, like closer.
Yeah. For sure. For sure. Well, I mean, this. I don't know when this episode will actually be uploaded because I record these like beforehand. So
Yeah.
this one probably won't be uploaded for like honestly probably like a month. So I don't know.
Oh,
It's up to you though. We don't need to talk about it though. If you don't want to.
uh, I mean, I do got something going in September.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
We'll just leave it at that.
we got that for now.
All right. Sounds good. September's looking hot. All right.
Oh yeah.
Um, what is there anything that you feel is holding you back in regards to I don't know any area of your life, relationships, music, finances?
I just been trying to get comfortable with the past
Mm,
and move
that's
from it.
big.
But
That's big.
yeah, there's a lot of times that it kind of creeps back in my head, and it's like I gotta like really like not say it to myself like yo stop thinking about it, but like to just let it linger there still, and like just be still about it, and not judge myself and not judge the past itself, but to just let it like play out in my mind and let it fuck off if it will. But like sometimes I fear that like it won't, so like I panic sometimes. But like yeah, I've been like that's the main component that will ruin anybody's life. I'm not ruin. Sorry, fucking hold somebody back.
Right. It's your own memory. Like it's your own
Yeah, yeah,
your
yeah,
traumas. What you the stories you've been told from other people. Like a lot
yeah.
of our insecurities and like
Old
it's not
story.
real. Like they're not facts. They're just something someone else told to us enough times that we decided to believe it as being true, and it became so ingrained that it's hard for us to let it go. Like we're almost attached to it, like an identity, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
or whatever it might be. So I feel you on that. In what area of your life is that happening, if you don't mind me asking?
This shorty from back in the day, my first love. She really
Okay,
fucked me.
the first love. It's always the first love.
Oh, yo, they're brutal, man. They're fucking brutal, yo. Yeah, she tried to put a number on me a while back,
Yeah,
but like whatever. It is what it is.
hey,
Shit happens. But like,
shit does
yeah, that's
happen.
the big thing that kind of holds me back a bit. Because it's like, what if someone new comes in my life and like I fuck it up because I'm thinking that they're gonna be like this or they're gonna be like that or like one little thing that looks similar to what they did intentionally, you know,
could trigger you to go into a thought cycle of something.
Yeah, so I've been trying to work on breaking that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's why communication is super important. Like, it's always good to express what you're thinking about and how you're feeling, because I think too often we assume other people know what we're thinking about. We assume other people know what's bothering us, right? Like, and then we will get like resentful towards them, like, oh, they do this to mistreat me, but they don't actually know what they're doing is actually bugging you. So I don't know where I'm going with that exactly. But communication is key for sure.
Yeah. Fucking other things too, but like, I mean, I feel like this journey right now has a lot to do like intimacy wise. So like love and shit. But I mean, like, there's other things in my past too.
For sure. Well, it's good that you have the awareness. Like, that's really step one, right? Like, that you have these memories that you feel might affect your decision making in like a new relationship. Like, it's good that you are aware of that possibly being a thing, because that's
Yeah.
So
if you weren't aware, you'd
good on you for that.
Going on? What the hell?
Any new music coming out?
Yeah, I got something in the works. I'm gonna start promoting this. It's gonna be called Low Vibrational Fools.
That's the clip that I heard, right? Low Vibrational Fools. That's the one.
Cautious motherfucking mic.
It's all good. Fuck.
I'll just hold it.
Shit.
But yeah, it's about people in like a certain area in my life that come off to be really two-faced and they judge. Meanwhile, the shit that they do is 20 times worse. So I kind of wrote about that, and then that you're gonna come at me. All right, I'm gonna come at you now, and I'm calling out your skeletons. So I'm just talking about all the low vibrational shit they do, and I'm not usually one to judge. Like if you want to have casual sex with a lot of people, do you? But like if you're gonna judge me for doing what I do, I'm gonna fucking judge you now. Just be like,
right.
Not because you're doing what you do, because you're running your mouth to me, or not even to me, because you're too cowardice. So you're saying it about me. So I'm gonna get on a song and show the fucking whole world, and hopefully you hear it and get pissed off.
This is a game of one up. I don't think they can one up you on that one.
Yeah.
It's funny.
So much. It's pretty much about that, and like how like others talk about other people rather than talking about ideas and shit like that. I don't like gossip, man. If there's one thing I don't like, it's gossip. It's cowardice and it's childish.
It's poison.
Like,
it's poisonous for sure.
We're adults. You mean that you have the time of day to sit down and say, "Oh, so and so was doing this. Why does that matter? What so and so was doing? Like, how does that affect your life? What does that do? What does that do for you?" It's like an article I saw yesterday. It's like, "Oh, science says that Amber Heard has the prettiest face." Who cares?
I know.
Who cares?
I don't get it. I don't get it either.
Idiot. She's a bed shitter. Who cares? She's an abuser, a deceiver. I don't care about her face. I don't care about that. And if it's even important, I don't care what science says. There's so much hotter, girls than Amber Heard.
I don't know how science comes to these decisions anyways. Like, I think beauty's in the eye of the beholder when it, from the beginning anyway. But
exactly.
Yeah, society is very interested in looking at things that
it's
don't distracting. Positively make a difference in their life. Yeah, just a complete distraction for sure.
Yeah.
So
yeah, this one thing I don't like is gossip.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's nothing good that really comes from gossip. It doesn't even feel good. Like, I feel like even when you are gossiping, like, there's a piece of you that feels like disgusted. Like, I just talked shit about someone for no reason. Like, why did I do that?
Yeah. Like, whenever I am caught in like the middle of it, I would always try to be like, "Oh, I like this person too." But I mean, I guess like either that or I'll be like, "Fucking, I don't want to hear it. I don't care."
Yeah, just walk away.
Yeah,
close yourself off for sure. So this might be like a random question. I meant to ask you this at the beginning of the podcast, but I forgot. But what brings you to my podcast today? Is there anything in particular?
I just like to talk with you.
All right, I appreciate that. It's a great answer. That's awesome. Too.
And then plus, like, I feel like you give certain opportunities to talk about certain things, right? That's what I like about doing interviews.
Yeah.
We all got something to say, right? And it's hard to just say it.
We do all got something to say. Like, the idea of my podcast is like we can talk about anything. We can talk about nothing. We can talk about everything. We can talk about whatever it is you want. This is your podcast now.
Welcome to the Borse. This fucking is falling. If I ever make a podcast one day, it's going to be called The Falling Mic.
Hey, that's kind of fire. I might take that. No, I'm joking. Is there anything that you want to express?
Want to express?
Yeah.
I gotta piss! There we go.
That's true.
Got that off my chest.
That must have been stressful.
Oh, yeah.
Pissing is pretty great, though. Did you know that some people drink their piss? Apparently, it's good for you to drink your piss. It's healing. I don't know how like true that is.
Nowhere and like in a like fucking stranded in a desert, and you have no other choice. But if you do it solely for pleasure, to each their own. I mean, I've seen and all that stuff back as a kid. So,
well, apparently the story is that like in our piss, like we are told that it's like the toxins that our body's trying to get rid of, but apparently it's all the nutrients and the vitamins that we can actually use, but we didn't have the time to use in that session, so it excretes it, but then we can like drink it and re-get the rest of the nutrients.
Who said that?
Some chick on TikTok. So it's facts. Has to be.
Yeah, it has to be. It's a TikToker saying something.
Yeah. Are you on TikTok?
I am, but like I haven't reinstalled because I got a loaner phone right now because mine fucked up. It like broke, and I gotta call these guys. By the way, shit. But like I don't know, they should call me, but whatever. Anyways, I got a loaner phone right now, and I just haven't downloaded it back.
I think you would be pretty successful on TikTok, like for making skits and stuff. Like you're pretty creative, and it's pretty fun to edit on TikTok.
It is. At first, it's hard, but like you get the hang of it, and it's fairly easy.
Yeah, they made it really user friendly. Actually, I like it a lot.
That's the word for it. Yeah.
All right. Well, almost at a half an hour here. Is there something that? Yeah, it does go by. What is something that you think everybody needs to hear right now, today, this moment in time?
Fuck. Yeah. I'm hard at
Amen. No pressure.
What is it? You edit these things, right? So.
Yeah, no worries.
All right. One thing that people need to hear today. Can I say something to American Italians?
Yep.
All right. It's sauce, not gravy. It's sauce. It's not gravy. Is something you put on mashed potatoes and fucking turkey, and it's brown, right? Sauce is tomato sauce. It's not gravy.
There you have it.
There.
Amen. It is sauce, not gravy.
Sauce, not gravy. Who got?
Let's be real. All right, dog. Well, if there's nothing else you wish to say, I'm gonna.
I think I should say something to the world, though. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not good at these things.
No worries. Hey, you're the best. You're the best at these things, actually.
Oh,
your freestyles are pretty good.
Oh, thank you.
I'm terrible at freestyling. That's like I'm a great writer, but I'm not good at going off the top.
You'll pick it up, man. Just like on a beat and just go. Don't think. Just go.
Just let the energy flow.
Look around. Like right now, like I'm looking at my controller. I can pick up a couple rhymes, and the more I look around, like I see a pylon in my room with a towel on it.
You want to spit any bars for the show while we're here?
Oh yeah, crazy psycho white drinking and driving, crashing into fire hydrants, setting free an asylum. Fucking bitches in the ass, tossing Molotov cocktails at rich kids sniffing crack while they're bombed at garage sales. Murder cases and blood, not giving a fuck. I'm passionate like Jack the Ripper was for ripping up sluts and gashing out their fucking abdomens, then mixing up guts like rearranging the alphabet and stitched them back up. Ugh. I spent the night with Amber Rose, stuck her fucking fingers up my ass, and I shat right down her throat. I cleaned the crabs out her snatch, shaft went in her hole, pulled it out, and in her mouth cum was splashing out her nose. I snorted coke when I was 12, went to class, whipped my fucking dick out, mushroom slapped the bitch and got expelled. Tattletale, I'll cut your fucking head off, stick it in a garbage pail, try to squeal. Now there is no beans to spill, but there's beans for me to flick, tongue punch, and stick my penis in. Damn straight, bitch, I'll have a fetus installed with my balls and my sling-a-ding, whatever you tricks call it nowadays. I don't know, I'm still trying to evolve.
That's funny as fuck.
Thank you.
That's pretty good.
It's family friendly. We can all dance.
Yeah,
sing.
for sure. I would see that on the radio. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Family Channel.
Oh yeah, Family Channel for sure. It'll be a theme song for a sitcom.
100%. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I would cast in that sitcom. Actually, it would be an honor to do that.
Oh yeah, you would be the main guy.
Oh, there was one other thing I wanted to talk about actually.
Yeah.
How does... Okay, so you have Tourette's, right?
That I do. Fuck!
That you do, right. How does that affect you, like, when it comes to performing and stuff? Or do you have any kind of... I don't know.
It kind of goes away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel, like, super comfortable when you're performing?
Oh, I love it, man. It's like... Fucking,
yeah.
I'm more out of my shell when I'm performing than I am in, like, any other social situation.
Yeah, that's how I feel, too. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy. It's like... So I have... Well, I don't know if I can say I have, but I've had a lot of experience with like feeling like social anxiety and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I never want attention on me, but for some reason, like being at a show and like being like on stage when all the attention's on me, it's like, okay, I fucks with this hard all of a sudden.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird as hell.
Actually there, yeah. I know. I know that feeling too well.
Alrighty. That was just a little last snippet I wanted to get in there, but thank you so much for coming on the show today. We can always do another episode somewhere down the line. I'm sure we'll have more to talk about at some point.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Alrighty. Yes, always a pleasure. Alrighty, thank you so much, and have a blessed up day. Oh, everybody, don't let anybody love you more than you love yourself.
Exactly.
And don't forget that you can live anew.
That's what I want to tell the world today.
Yeah, okay, let's go. Don't let anybody love you more than you love yourself.
Exactly. And never love anybody more than you love yourself.
100%.
Wait, is that what you said?
No. I said don't let anybody love you more than you love yourself. But you said don't love anybody else more. So both are true. Both are true.
That was from
Goodwill. Yourself.
Robin Williams. He's like, you don't know true love because you never experienced loving somebody more than you love yourself. And don't you dare do that. Or like someone among those, I don't know, he's great. God rest his soul.
Yeah, he is great. Very special person.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty.
Only man who didn't have Robin Williams was Robin Williams.
Say that again.
The only person who didn't have Robin Williams was Robin Williams.
That's pretty deep. That makes me sad.
Yeah, it is sad.
Alright, bro. So nice to talk to you. Stay blessed.